So one of the drawbacks to doing the overnight show is we usually don't get to give anything away. And that sucks. Those daytime shows get to give stuff away. But every once in a while, they throw us a bone. So some exciting news here that I want to pass on. And it's not just our show. It's all of Fox Sports Radio. But they included our show. How nice of that is of management to include our program. So Fox Sports Radio has teamed up with our friends at tirerack.com. You hear us talk about tirerack.com a lot. It's a good company. They've got a good product. Everyone needs tires these days, right? And that's just the way it is. And so to give away a set of 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, a set of 4 brand new tires. How cool is that? Yeah. Valued at up to $1,500 every 2 weeks. So it's not just a one-time giveaway. No. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks during this summer. And that's right. 3 lucky listeners will receive a set of 4 tires plus installation, taxes, and fees, valued at up to $1,500. And it can be yours. Right? Yeah. It's the summer of Tire Rack Sweepstakes. Enter daily at foxsportsradio.com to increase your chances to win. Yes, you. Not him or not him. They're not eligible. But you can register to win every single day to improve your chances. A winner will be selected every 2 weeks between now and August 27th for a set of 4 brand new tires. Here's the key part. Listen closely. To enter, here's what you do. All right? Get the rules and enter. Visit foxsportsradio.com. And I would really like somebody that listens overnight to win, because it would upset management greatly if that happens. So I'm pulling for you, the overnight nocturnal listener, to win these tires. It's sponsored by TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Again, if you want to enter, foxsportsradio.com, enter every single day, all summer long, and you can smell the rubber of brand new tires. And you can thank your friends at TireRack.com and Fox Sports Radio.
What is the number one name right now on the flea market of baseball? You know who it is? You've been paying attention to this? No? Okay, good. The answer? The Cardinals third baseman Nolan Arenado. The belle of the ball now that Ohtani has been knocked down. In fact, we've learned that the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Redbirds have supposedly engaged in some breathless horse trading conversations in the lead up to the August 1st trade deadline this weekend. That's it. Get it done this weekend or you're out. Arenado has a no-trade clause, but he's from SoCal, and everyone seems to be in agreement he would be very happy to play in Dodger blue. There is chatter about a mega trade that would blow the top off the Dodger locker room, and they'd get Nolan Arenado and either Jack Flaherty or Jordan Montgomery, a starting pitcher from the Cards. They would go to blue heaven, and the Dodgers would then trade a couple of young pitchers and either one or both of Max Muncy and Chris Taylor, guys that have been around with the Dodgers for a good chunk of their recent success, are being tossed out to try to sweeten the pot there for the fellas there in the land of the toasted ravioli. So let us discuss. Would the Dodgers trading for the Cardinals' Nolan Arenado be ludicrous or logical? The scales on this are leaning towards logical. It's not all the way over the scale, but it's leaning that way. I've got Frankenstein, fishing vessel, and Tinder. And not timber, Tinder. And we'll combine all of these things together, and we'll have a darn tootin' good time. Now, number one. Yeah. The word I will use, I'm not going to use the word logical, although I did have the scales lean towards logical. I will use the word sensible. Not, though, for Arenado alone. As a combo meal deal. A jumbo-sized combo meal deal. That would be practical, is what that would be. Go big or don't do anything and go home. Now, I do have to disclose, if you haven't picked up on this as you've listened to the show, this is my kryptonite. You want to know what my kryptonite is? This is my kryptonite. I am a total sucker for blockbuster trades. I ran a gossip site years ago, and I did it because I love trades, and I wanted to have all the rumors before everyone else. So I put my own site together in the old west of the internet before social media, and I put a gossip blog together and did pretty well. But I did it because I love trades, big trades. So at first glance, the framework of this trade sounds like one of those deals that we used to get in another dimension back in the Twilight Zone. Now, I do have concerns, and we mentioned this the other night. We talked about Nolan Arenado on the show, and I do have some concerns that he is showing some signs of slippage on defense. He's still hitting pretty well. He's a top-notch offensive player. He's been able to prove that he was not just a product of the mile-high air in Colorado, and he's had some big offensive years pulling the Clydesdales around Busch Stadium there in St. Louis. But you toss Arenado in the Dodger lineup with Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Bam, 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 just like that. The Dodgers would be going Frankenstein. They would be working in the lab late one night, caught in a flash, doing the monster mash. That's what they would be doing. The graveyard smash. If they were able to get Arenado the way he's played offensively and have some combination of Betts, Freeman, and Arenado, line them up in a row. Good luck. Good luck to any pitcher that is facing that lineup, because in theory, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Plus, the other benefit of this, as I was bemused by this rumor, is that the Dodgers would be tossing in a couple of players, Max Muncy and Chris Taylor, who are underachievers. They are. They've been cast adrift here. They're floating in a ghost ship, Muncy and Taylor. Now, they both had big moments as Dodgers. Are those in the rearview mirror? I don't know. But Chris Taylor's playing like the guy that was with the Seattle Mariners that couldn't hit when he came to the Dodgers. And Max Muncy is looking like a guy. Hits a bunch of home runs, but he's so inefficient in just about every other area offensively is a problem. They're not pulling their weight. And you look down the line, and as a distant relative of Nostradamus and friend of Nostradamus, he lives in Seattle, I have a long memory, right? And what happens? Playoff baseball. Muncy, Taylor in the lineup, and they are automatica, as in automatica outs. That's the reality. Strikeout factories. The dingers, while you like them, they don't make up for the demon sinkhole that the swings of these players are in. Max Muncy hitting under 200. He's got 58 hits, I believe, all season and 100 strikeouts in 84 games. Chris Taylor is barely batting 200. He's got 42 hits and 73 strikeouts on his resume. And Arenado is a big upgrade even if he continues to slip on defense. Now, they got to pay him. It ain't my money. I don't care. They just keep raising the prices at Dodger Stadium, so they might as well keep getting good players because they stick it to the fans, so they might as well continue to add big-name players and all that. But the other factor to this, the Dodgers have a blind spot in the rotation. And either Montgomery or Flaherty would be a value-added pickup. And for the Cardinals, it makes some sense. Not that you want Max Muncy or Chris Taylor if you're the Cardinals, because why would you want those guys? But you'd get a couple of blue-chip pitchers, suspects, lottery tickets from the Dodgers who have played like they've been sitting in a lion's mouth. Very scared, a lot of these young pitchers on the mound for the Dodgers. Not dominating, not living up quite to the hype that all of them seem to have. Now, page 2. Let's move on. After Shohei Ohtani was taken off the trade market, guess what happened next? So reports have started to pop up here saying that Ohtani loves playing for the Angels, very comfortable there, and the reporting now implying that he wants to stay with the Angels. So thumbs up, thumbs down on this latest chatter that Shohei Ohtani loves playing for the Halos. So I am going to give this a tepid thumbs up. a tepid thumbs up. Here's the problem. And I'm going to tell you why I'm apathetic. Because it's kind of like being on a fishing vessel in turbulent seas and trying to catch red herring. It is a red herring. So it is true. That's what I've heard also, that Ohtani loves living in Orange County and playing for the Angels and all that. It's true, but it's irrelevant. Right? So it's like, yeah, okay. But so what? Ohtani has pressure from some around baseball to go to a bigger stage. He'd also have to leave a lot of money, a lot of dough on the table, unless Artie Moreno is planning on selling a chunk of the Angels to some conglomerate from Japan that would just pay Ohtani. Maybe Nintendo. They used to own the Mariners. Maybe I don't know if they still own part of the Mariners. I know they sold most of the team. Maybe they can buy part of the Angels. But it happens, right? It happens every so often. Something unexpected happens. A player signs with a team you don't expect them to. And same thing like man bites dog. That happens. Doesn't happen often. When it happens, it's big deal. When a man bites a dog. When a dog bites a man, not a big deal. All right, final point. To San Diego we go, where the fish tacos are fresh and the baseball is rancid. The Padres, they want to be contenders, but they're just wannabes. They're pretenders, right? We all know that, and you are what your record says you are. As a result, we are hearing now that the Padres, I love this, are now listening. The Padres are now listening to trade talks involving their star outfielder, Juan Soto. Is he hanging in the wind? So the Padres listening to Juan Soto offers. What does this mean? That's the question. What does this mean? The answer? Very little. Very, very little. Now, my dance card is full on this because Peter Seidler, the owner of the San Diego baseball team, is like the honey badger. Okay. Fearless, oozing with tenacity. He's cantankerous because his team this season, one of the great Padre teams, has suffered from halitosis. When I say great Padre teams, I mean in terms of raw talent. And we have heard that the Pod squad have tried to extend Juan Soto through back channels. In fact, ever since he got to San Diego from Washington, they've been trying to get him signed up. However, Soto has gone over to Tinder and swiped left every time. He finds an extension unattractive. And the word in the industry is that he's hell-bent on testing the market, that he wants a record-breaking contract, and the way you get a record-breaking contract and you raise the ceiling is to enter the market as a free agent. He has one more season, one more of arbitration before he gets his pile of pesos. Unlike the Padres, to trade him, I don't think they will, right? I don't think the Padres are going to trade him. As I said, I just don't see that happening right now based on the fact that they still think, much like the Angels think they can keep Ohtani, the Padres think, well, ultimately we'll let Soto test the market, but we'll be able to keep him. Now, that could change, but that's the word here, and then Juan Soto could enter the transfer portal, but at this point, not the case.